Hi everyone. Yeah, so today has been a stressful day. Um okay, so I checked into this hotel on Christmas Eve, the 24th, and I paid for the 4 nights. Today I checked my bank statement and I had a negative balance and I had an unknown charge of $298 and now my account is negative. And I checked with the bank and they said they won't be able to give me an answer until tomorrow. Bank of America has not been my friend. They've been quite difficult since I've gotten them. Um, yeah. But anyways, there's that, which is the big thing. And I tried to figure out where did this money come from because I already paid the hotel and I already canceled one hotel reservation and got the confirmation for the cancellation. Um, because they wanted me to put down a $100 deposit. And I said no, because I have been staying here since May of this year and I have had no issues and I'm an exclusive member and I've stayed at several extended stays. I don't need to put a $100 deposit. No extended stay has ever asked me to do that except my very first time staying at an extended stay, which was at the one in 32 4th Ave in Waltham, where I did put a $100 deposit down. That was back in May. And it took several days for me to get that money back. So, on the 24th, the same hotel wanted a $100 deposit. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So that's why I went to the number 52 across the street, another extended stay, and checked in there. And I didn't put down a deposit, and they, didn't say they needed it because they don't, because I've been staying at many different locations. And then today I checked my bank balance and I'm seeing this negative amount, this hold on my bank account for almost $300 without an answer from anyone. Extended stay in America, I called the 800 number and they said they didn't see the charge for that. And, I don't know too much about these things. I'm a victim of institutional racism, but I haven't had the opportunity to really sit down with a lawyer that would actually give me the correct information about all these terrible things that have happened to me. So I don't understand why I was charged $298 for an unknown charge, or that there's a hole, that the bank put a hole. That's what they said on the phone, that the bank put a hole, but they can't tell me what it is or release it or anything until tomorrow when I speak to them. I think that's ridiculous. And because of that, my account is negative. My bank account is negative, and that's very frustrating. And I need that money reimbursed to me, and I should not get an overdraft fee. It's ridiculous, This is not the first time this has happened to me at a hotel. This is not the first time that Bank of America, or really any bank, has given me issues. Back in July, when I made the reservation for the extended stay in Peabody for 3 weeks, all of a sudden, the day before my check-in, at Peabody, I get a notification from the bank saying there was this unauthorized charge from like Dashboard or something like that. And they denied the charge, which I was like, good, because I didn't make that, I didn't purchase that. And then they said, well, because it's fraud, we're going to have to send you a new debit card for your protection. And we have to send it to you in 4 to 6 business days. Now, this was in July, the day before I was supposed to check in and pay at the extended stay in Peabody. And I said, well, I need a debit card, because I got to check into a hotel tomorrow, And a lot of back and forth with Bank of America. And they were like, oh, we'll give you a digital debit card for the time being until you get your debit card in the mail. So that same day, I saw the debit card. I was able to get it on my phone, and I drove to the extended stay in Peabody, and I was like, I'm gonna pay for this hotel a day before, because if not, I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. And after making several attempts in person at the extended stay in Peabody that night, finally, the card went through, the digital debit card. And I was able to pay for 3 weeks at that hotel. But then after that, I really wasn't able to really use that digital debit card that they sent me. And I had to get everything cash. I had to go to the bank, to the physical bank, Bank of America in Peabody, and withdraw money until I finally got a new debit card in the mail. And then I had to update like all the auto payments that I had with streaming apps and things like that, and put my new bank information because of some unknown fraud charge. And it wasn't a coincidence that happened the day before I was supposed to check into a hotel that I was supposed to stay at for 3 weeks. Thank God I was able to stay at the extended stay for those 3 weeks and have that paid in July of 2025. But this is what Bank of America did to me. And now they have this hold on my bank, like on my debit card, for over $300, and my account is negative. And they're like, "Oh, we can't give you answers until tomorrow." And I'm very frustrated about this. I'm very angry. My account is negative. I check out on Sunday. Oh my God, I'm so angry. I was supposed to do laundry. I wanted to do laundry here. My account is negative. My plan was to do laundry on Sunday. My plan was to go to the gym when they open on Monday at midnight. And I was going to, kill some time, doing some things. I was going to go to the public library, but I was also, going to, hang out at Starbucks in Chelsea for a little bit to kill some time. And I need money. And now I don't have any money whatsoever because my account is negative because of some mistake the bank made, which was probably some overcharge from the hotel. So once again, I get screwed because of institutional racism. I'm so pissed that this happened to me. I have things I need to do, and I'm not able to do them because of this error that they did. That's why I posted on Facebook some links of the hell that I went through in July with Bank of America, when trying to pay for the extended stay in Peabody. And I also posted about 10 different videos of all the hotel rooms that I left that I recorded before checking out to show that there was no damage to the room. Because I didn't want any hotel to say, "Oh yeah, she damaged the room," and yada, yada, yada. No. I record every room that I leave, and I'll definitely record this room when I leave this room. Because, people lie so much. People are so awful. Certain people are just so awful, and you can never trust people, and people won't think twice. Certain people won't think twice about screwing you over and lying, and, and my life has already been destroyed. I don't need it destroyed anymore. I really need that money reimbursed to me. This is really messed up. When is this nightmare going to end? Haven't enough bad things happened? Do these, sociopaths, do they take joy seeing me in pain? I think they do. Well, hopefully this is resolved soon, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night, even though I'm mad.